Hi, everybody. Happy belated International Women's Day. Um, Today, I wanted to talk about why, for me, the Black African or African diasporic woman is the most awesome human being on this planet. Um, to me, like the Black woman is on one side, it is the most hated woman on this planet. And in the meantime, she managed to create and contribute so much, so much to this planet, which gets way too less credit. And in this video, I try to give some credit, while I'm very sure that I will forget many valuable and important things. But I try to cover as much as possible. So Black women experience so much violence, but in the meantime, they manage to create so mad amounts of peaceful culture, which gets stolen and distributed all over the world. Like in terms of fashion, like what Black women have added to fashion, which then gets stolen and again stolen, and which you'll know whatever Black women are inventing, which will be hated at the moment where only Black women are doing it, will be one or a few years later in every news magazine and every fashion magazine all across the world. So fashion, then this new way of self-expression from voguing, coming from Black trans women, food, music, so much art, so much culture. And Black African women have created one of the greatest resistance against colonialism. The white man came on the continent and tried to kill Africans, and today there are more Africans than ever have been before. And who has risked their life to give birth to those Africans? African women, Black African women. Thanks to Black trans women, there is actually an LGBTQIA movement, AA star movement on this planet. So Black trans women were among the most murdered people on this planet, the most hated people on this planet, created the foundations for a movement where suddenly all possibilities to love someone have multiplied by the amount of genders. So the people who have experienced the most violence have created one of the most fundamental contributions to love to love one another, and to, I think, a significant contribution to world peace. I'm going so far, I'm thinking this is a tremendous contribution to world peace, where the majority on this planet is still way too stupid and way too backward to understand that genius, that wonderful move. So yes, in this case, once more, shout out to Black trans women. In the meantime, also, I haven't encountered any Black women so far who didn't give everything for their children, didn't try to give the very best to give their children the very best of opportunities, whether they were poor or not, which is more commitment than I've actually seen from any man, no matter their color. Also, Black women have revolutionized science, like modern sociology. I don't know what, like with the term of intersectionality, Black women have actually made sociology actually something useful, which to me it hasn't really been before. The term of intersectionality gives so many oppressed people on this planet possibilities to describe their very individual perspective, which is a science that has saved my life. Has saved my life as somebody who has experiences racism, somebody who has various mental health dispositions, which I would not be able to articulate without the term of intersectionality. So again, Black women have contributed to fashion, art, food, culture, and science. And talking of science, we have actually, humanity has been to the moon due to Black women. We actually have hit the moon while trying to land on it, thanks to Black women. Otherwise, we would, I don't know, because of the calculations Black women have made at NASA. When Black women on the political level, Black women in the country of Liberia, which was torn apart by war for decades of war, Black women have organized, and so Miss Ellen Sirleaf came to power, and suddenly there was peace in the country. There was complete peace in the entire country simply because women stood together and organized. I mean, like when men have peace, it is usually because everybody else is dead. This is in many cases when men achieve peace. Black women just came to power and there was peace. And another country which is, in not all, but in many ways, an excellent model is Rwanda. In Rwanda, black women are the majority in parliament. They have power, they have mad amounts of influence. And guess where the economy of Rwanda is going? Straight up, skyrocketing. So on the political level, we need black women. And when it comes to looks and desirability, the entire world has so deeply tried to hate black women. And still, like, the African woman walks with so much grace, with so much pride. Whether she walks in a blazer or whether she's wearing worn out clothing and carrying a bucket of laundry, she still somehow managed to walk with so much pride that you just forget time and space around you. Time and space around you. And her hair is an upstanding crown. It's an upstanding, beautiful, high black crown. And her dark skin. Her dark skin is the most perfect and the most even skin of all people, maybe even of all living beings on this planet. So, on International Women's Day and all the days that are coming, everybody who's not a black woman, let's give black women some time and some space to rest. They have done so much for this world under the worst conditions. So I'm saying, let's love, protect, and celebrate black women unconditionally every day. Black woman, in case you're listening to this, I love you with all my heart. The future belongs to you, which is why it will be the very best of all futures for all living beings on this planet. Happy Women's Day, happy belated Women's Day 2019.